Hey, family.
It's your girl, Nancy Drew.
And Mama C.
And we're back with another episode of Two Black Mothers. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, like, and share.
And don't forget the notification button. And leave your comments below. We'll be sure to get back with you. Go to bed.
Two Black Mothers.
I be trying to do this all the time, child.
All right. So today is Monday. When is your announcement? Do you have an announcement now?
Yeah. So somebody want to make an announcement for us.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Austin.
All right.
Come on, hurry up. Come on, hurry up. What do you want to say?
So make sure.
No, you got to make it loud.
So make sure that we hit 5,000K subscribers.
Come back over here and say it again.
That make sure we hit 5,000K subscribers.
Yes. He want people to subscribe so we can hit 5,000K subscribers.
All right. So make sure you guys
5,000K
subscribe.
500K.
500K.
500,000.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe.
All right.
Yes. He was laughing at us this weekend because we only had 40.
No, I did not.
Well, we're gonna be raised. We're gonna be going up. We're going up.
Go to bed. All right.
All right. So it's Monday. What happened over the weekend?
Well, I tried to catch up on some episodes this weekend. Okay, I tried to catch up on some episodes. One show I started watching was Love is Blind, season 6. And I was able to binge watch 2 episodes.
So you couldn't get into it?
I could not. It was, oh my God. Who came up with this game? Who came up with this, whatever this is?
It was a good concept. I think Love is Blind is a good concept that you can go into a room, not see the person, make a connection emotionally and not physically, and make it. The bad thing is that might have been the case first season or second season. Now we're in season 6, and now people are coming to be on TV. They're coming to grow their following. They're coming to, so you can follow them on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and stuff. And it's not to look for love. So unfortunately, the show has become unsuccessful because of that. Even though there is, like, from season 5, or was it season 4, they're expecting a baby, they're married. But this is the first season where there was, like, no people at the altar. Like,
I haven't even made it that far.
Oh, well, let me tell you.
So I shouldn't even keep going.
There's no need to keep going. Clay and AD, they made it to the altar, and it must have been some type of financial arrangement from Netflix because they only had one true couple that was going to the altar. And everybody else.
And AD, who I know who AD is. That's the real estate agent with the bad weave.
Her weaves has gotten better, and her lashes have gotten better since the show aired. Good. Everybody has told her that girl. And so now she is together.
Okay, good.
Looks great now.
Who was Clay?
Well, did you see it was Clay in episode 1 and 2?
She was in episode 1. She was falling for Matthew, who ended up being, he always talking about he was shy. He ended up being a liar because he playing game on all people. Yeah.
And Clay was the other one that she was talking to.
Black guy who asked about looks. He was in the looks. He was like, I gotta know what you look like. And she got upset and left out. I didn't think she was going. So she ended up with him?
Because there was nobody else for her.
But that was like bottom of the barrel. You did not like him from the beginning. You liked him in the beginning, but then midway through when he was talking about looks, you wasn't feeling him.
Correct. But then when she found out that Matthew was a liar, it was like, do I want to continue on and still be on TV? Well, I gotta pick somebody. So
because she didn't like nobody else. There was nobody else for her. She wasn't telling nobody else.
But then once she got out, once they got out of the pods, I think that she did start liking Clay, but Clay was already full of red flags. Like, if you keep watching, he gonna be like, I don't want to cheat on you. You know, I'm just worried about cheating. You know, he be gone all night. He say he work in a club or something, so he be gone to the next day. Like, he got all kinds of issues.
Okay, so they get out the pod. They live together.
Yes, when you get out the pods, you know, Love is Blind give all of them these apartments in this complex. Everybody live in the same apartment building.
So why is he working?
Because you have to go back to your regular life.
Okay, so in the complex.
Right, because the complex is going to be in your city. So they pick by city. So if they pick Atlanta, it's going to be everybody that live in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
where were they?
Girl, don't give me the line. Where were they?
There was some country people. Where were they?
Let's see.
Okay. North Carolina.
That's what it was?
Yep. North Charlotte. They was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. Okay. So they in Charlotte.
Yeah, so they in Charlotte. So everybody is from Charlotte. So they live in a building that is in Charlotte, but you still got to go back to your regular life. You got to go to work if you work.
What was his work? What was his? So did he tell her what his work was before they got out?
Yes, he said he was like an event, something that had to do with clubs. He didn't say like he a bartender or something like that. It was something that had to do. No, he really did have a business.
He was unemployed. Don't fall for that. That's like something back in the early 2000s. You telling me you're a club promoter? Like, really? You are not a club promoter in Charlotte. You're not. You're not.
He is the owner of Water Jet Ski Rentals and something with the club. They don't even say what it is on here with the club, but nevertheless, whatever it was, he was saying that he had to be gone, huh?
Oh, so he was he was a water jet person.
Yeah.
In Charlotte?
I don't know. Maybe you rent him out to the water lakes. I don't know. Whatever it was, he didn't come home to the next day, and he said it was because of the job. And he said he already told her about the job. And so she was at home waiting on him. He was like, you know, you took off, but I had to go back to work or whatever. So that was a problem. Then he was talking about he was worried about cheating. And that was a problem. And then they got to the altar and he said no.
So they get dressed up?
Yes, the whole thing. It's guests and everything. They right there.
No, you lie.
Yes, they're going to be at the altar holding hands.
No.
And the person is going to say, do you take AD to be your wife? And he says, no. They asked her first, and she said yes.
Why do they go through all of that? Why do they put people through all of that? He knew he was going to say no before he got to that. Why do they do that?
That's part of the show. That's what you're signing up for. That person might say no at the altar.
So they asked the female, did they ask AD first?
Yes, and she said yes.
Oh man.
You need to roll into a clip.
Yes, because that is so sad. Now I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her.
She's the one. I feel bad for her. I don't. Because I feel
why?
Because I just feel like she knew all the red flags. Like you knew he was playing.
Yeah.
Okay. Going to the one I sent you, she coming down the aisle. So it's the whole scene of a wedding.
Oh my God. I'm scared now. She had a dress on and everything. So the first episode,
The first one, not that one. Mm-hmm.
the bottom one.
The bottom one.
Okay. What a sound.
Dang, they ain't got no sound.
Well, you know they be blocking it because.
Oh gosh.
Let me see. Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah, that's what happened. Oh no, here it is. That's a good picture.
Picture of what?
Like,
With her screen?
yes.
She got a 8K.
Isn't it a good picture though?
Mm-hmm.
It's playing low, y'all. I don't know why, but
Well, it wasn't nothing to see. Go to the next one. Is she just coming down on
no, because she's crying. Like she's crying. Like she thinking this is her wedding day. Why did they do this?
It's for
And
entertainment.
you just living it for it. Like that's mean.
I mean, I feel like you know what you signed up for. Let's see if this one.
This has been the best process.
Okay.
AD, I love you. I don't think it's responsible for me to say I do.
Her mom there?
You know,
Both of their mamas are there.
I'm rocking with you. I just don't think it's responsible for me to say I do at this point when I still need work. I still need to get to the point where I'm 100% in. And I'm not going to have you over here thinking that it's not going to work. I'm going to put the work in for you, and we'll go through this together. I don't care what nobody says. I know fully I'm not ready for marriage, and you deserve the best. And if I'm not ready to give that 100%, I won't go there with you when I'm not ready.
Why did he come on the show?
Like I said, people come on the show to get their followers up, to get exposure, continue on with whatever they want to do. He got a jet ski business. He want to expand his business. I believe that people genuinely do not go on this show to find love. It is a very low percentage that do.
Oh my God. I feel so bad for her. She handing her bouquet to the flower people, to the maid of honor.
Mm-hmm.
She crying, fixing her makeup.
Oh, she gonna cry more after this. She gonna be boo-hooing.
Look at her face. Like disgust. Like I feel like that. Like I need to hunt him down. I want to hunt him down.
Well, that's what they sign up for. You know that your person may say no.
No. You know, so can you not get out of it while you in the town, in the apartments?
So the contract says that if you come out the pods, you have to make it to the end, to the altar, and say yes or no, or you owe them $50,000.
Okay.
But this season, multiple couples did not make it to the altar, and they said that production just wrote in an exit for them. So, you know, like Kenneth and Brittany, the one that AD walked up to, like, can she raise black babies?
Mm-hmm.
You know, after that, it just really went left. So production was like, well, we're just going to shoot a scene of you guys breaking up and we'll call it quits. Then the other boy, I think his name's Jeremy, he ended up staying out all night with Sarah Ann, which is somebody that was not who he picked. So he stayed out with Sarah Ann till the sun came up. So they wrote in a breakup for them.
So everybody's in this apartment complex. They all neighbors, like like the circle, like the show circle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're all neighbors, and so now they hanging out with each other. So they get to hang out with each other after the show as well.
Yes.
Okay. So they see what each other look like. After everybody.
Everybody, yeah. After the show, after you pick who you want and they send y'all off for y'all little honeymoon, once you come back to the real world and you move into the apartment and you go back to your work, they do a picnic barbecue thing where everybody can see who you didn't pick. If it was somebody else that you might have really been liking, but you had to choose between the two, they gonna send her out there for you to meet.
So is that when AD was like the black babies?
No, that was when every couple met. So first they do a meeting with all the couples, everybody that got engaged. Mm-hmm. They all met each other, and that's when she said that. Now, when everybody met each other, she went to Sarah Ann because Sarah Ann had hung out with Jeremy.
Okay.
And she went to Sarah Ann like, why would you inbox engaged man? He didn't pick you. He didn't pick you. So why would you inbox him? And the girl was like, you know, I didn't know what they would end up doing. I just wanted to let him know that, you know, I really did like you and whatever. But AD was all on her like, I don't like that you inboxed her. I mean, I inboxed him. He's engaged and whatever. He still went on his own to hang out with Sarah Ann. And so they wrote a scene.
Clay went to go hang out with Sarah Ann?
Oh. This was Jeremy.
Okay.
This somebody else, man. But so AD had
business. She in everybody business.
In everybody business, but her own. But her own. Like all the red flags that was flying around her, she too busy in everybody else stuff. Can you raise black babies? What you doing inboxing a married man? I mean, an engaged man. Yeah, she everywhere else. Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened when she gets to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you don't feel sorry for her.
I don't feel sorry for her at all. No, I don't.
I was feeling sorry for her because she was like, oh, hell, hold my flowers. And that's what she was doing. Like, my wedding day, I can exhale.
He was a red flag from the beginning.
Oh, my God. He was. And then somebody did a TikTok about Clay talking about, do he look like a guy who have problems finding love? He does not give the energy of somebody out there finding love. Then they were saying
he said he ain't looking for love. He said he hasn't been in no serious relationship.
Did he say this like when they was in behind the doors?
Behind the doors, he was saying that he had issues. He was like, I'm a fucked up person. He kept saying that. Like,
so why did they pick him to come on the show?
So the past, you know, Netflix is in a lawsuit right now.
No, girl, what's tea?
Yes, Love is Blind is in a lawsuit.
Oh, Love is Blind, not Netflix.
Love is Blind is a Netflix original.
Yes, but is Netflix in a lawsuit? Besides the lawsuit we're gonna do about the subscriptions going up. But come on.
But they is in a lawsuit for the people are saying that they don't really do background checks. I guess in the contract it says they do background checks, psyche evals. And they're saying that past guests are saying that they don't really do the psyche eval. They don't really do the background check. They took their phones for whatever length of time that they were in there. They didn't really feed them. They felt like they couldn't leave if they wanted to. They were threatening them. So that's a lawsuit.
So the production company.
Well, the lawsuit say, I don't know who they suing.
The production company runs everything, which is under LLC, but so they wasn't on like Big Brother because Big Brother give you everything, all the food, unless you have slop for the day.
Okay, we could play my girl right here.
Okay.
We're reaching.
Is it Miss Nosy? Oh no. Okay. All right, let's get into it.
By now, a lot of you.
Oh, sorry, girl.
By now, a lot of you have seen this People magazine article that came out about a season 5 contestant of Love is Blind. A lot of you guys are confused, so let me help you out. A lot of people are confusing this article with Carter and Renee's storyline, and that is not the case. 5 couples, yes, 5 couples did in fact go to Mexico this season, but we only saw 3. Now, we learned yesterday that Carter and Renee were also in Mexico. However, their storyline was cut, but we still saw glimpses of them throughout the season. Couple number 5 was completely scrubbed from the season. They were cut from all footage and they weren't even named in the casting list. And that is because the female contestant from couple number 5 is currently suing Kinetic for sexual assault and false imprisonment. Let's go through this People magazine article and hear what happened. I blanked out the victims' names for obvious reasons, but the woman from couple 5 says that her and her then fiance flew to Mexico where she alleges she was sexually assaulted by her partner on May 3rd, 2022 while filming was going on. She said that without her consent, he forcefully groped her, exposed himself in the nude, and repeatedly made sexual contact over her express objections. She's saying that most, if not all, of these traumatic acts were likely captured on film. In her complaint, she notes that she's not an assertive person, but she was baffled that no one had intervened and stopped the harassment. She said that she did report it to production the next day and that she was gaslit and was implied that it was her fault because she didn't communicate effectively. And she was even accused of not taking her relationship serious. She said that after multiple attempts to inform production of what was going on, she decided to quit the show. She said that production told her that she had to film a last scene and she was fed lines by production. She said after this horrific experience, she contacted an attorney and filed this lawsuit. Obviously, Chris Coelen, I think that's how you say his name, he is the creator of Love is Blind, and he has responded to these allegations.
What'd he say?
He says that he supports people coming forward about sexual assault, but insists production was never told that she felt unsafe or experienced any of the allegations that she made. He goes on to say that if anybody ever came forward and said they felt unsafe in any way, we would immediately remove them from the experiment and talk to them and try and get to the bottom line. He says, unfortunately, in this case, that kind of sentiment was never addressed to us in any way, nor was any alleged wrongdoings brought to our attention. He said, we take any and all concerns from our participants seriously and prioritize their well-being. He said throughout the time that the victim was involved in production of Love is Blind, she never informed the producers of any alleged wrongdoing of any kind, nor did she choose to end her participation in the experiment. He said instead, she continued in the experiment for weeks after the time her lawyers now claim an incident occurred. He said that they deny and will vigorously defend the allegations against them. As far as the false imprisonment claims, he says that they're preposterous. You can read here. He said that cast members are allowed to come and go as they please.
Okay, so Love is Blind 6 was in Mexico. I mean 5.
No, it wasn't in Mexico. That's where, everybody, when you come out to Fudge, you go on a honeymoon and they pick a place. So
so they pick a
honeymoon in Mexico. And she's saying that she was sexually assaulted there. But other people have joined the lawsuit. I don't know what like you say Connect. Like the other girl, she posted a picture. The other one I sent you, she posted a picture of the lawsuit. It say, like you said, the LLC.
So that's why most studios, they hire an LLC production company to do everything. They pay the people. They do the contract. They LLC, huh?
So they can take the fall.
Yeah. That's what they do. When I worked in the entertainment industry, that's how we got paid. An LLC will send a check to the company I work for. It will come from the LLC. It wouldn't come from Disney. It wouldn't come from Marvel. It will come from the LLC, which is the production company that was filming that whatever movie show. It will be the production company. And then every like if these seasons, every season they will use a different LLC.
Okay.
And the same production people, the same people who worked on the production last year could be the same people who work on the next year. It would just be a different LLC.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, let's get into this one. What is she saying, girl?
I'm not a lawyer, but if it seemed like there were not as many couples on this season of Love is Blind, it may be because one of the contestants from this season recently filed a lawsuit, and I'm going to break it down for you. If you are a viewer of Love is Blind, you're probably confused as to why you don't know the names Tran Dang and Thomas Smith. But it's because even though they
What's
were
her
both
name?
participants on this season of
Trey something.
Is they black?
I don't think
participants on this season of Love is Blind, they themselves were
Thomas Smith. She say
why you don't know the names Tran Dang and Thomas Smith. But it's
What her name is? Trending.
Trending and Thomas Smith.
Thought she was saying trending.
Me too. That's what the closed caption put on there too. Trending and Thomas Smith.
Okay.
Because even though they were both participants on this season of Love is Blind, they themselves were completely wiped from all the episodes. Tran Dang, the one who filed the 16-page lawsuit, is alleging assault, false imprisonment, and negligence. And she's suing the producers of the show, Delirium TV and Kinetic Content, and the person that eventually became her fiance on the show.
Trandang. Train Dang. Hold on 1 second. Train Trandang. Train Dang.
What's her last name?
Dang. Da.
Oh,
By
okay,
now,
so
a lot of
she
you
was,
have seen this People magazine article that
Train Dang.
okay. I know what she is. Go ahead. I know her
I'm not a
nationality.
lawyer.
See, can you see it on social media? That's an ugly name.
Oh, I know what nationality she is. TRA.
Oh, okay.
If it seemed like there were not as many 16-page lawsuit is alleging assault, false imprisonment, and negligence. And she's suing
Where?
It's an echo. You're not
the
Oh, here.
I'm not a lawyer, but if it seemed like there were not as many couples on this season of Love is Blind, it may be because one of the contestants
hear
from this
this?
season recently filed a lawsuit, and I'm
I'm
blind.
calling from your phone call
confused
coming
as to
in.
why
No,
you
don't
don't
take
know
much.
Tran Dang
Messed
and
up.
Thomas Smith, but it's because
okay, then let's get back into this.
I'm not a lawyer. But if it seemed like there were not as many couples on this season of Love is Blind, it may be because one of the contestants from this season recently filed a lawsuit, and I'm going to break it down for you. If you are a viewer of Love is Blind, you're probably confused as to why you don't know the names Tran Dang and Thomas Smith. But it's because even though they were both participants on this season of Love is Blind, they themselves were completely wiped from all the episodes. Tran Dang, the one who filed the 16-page lawsuit, is alleging assault, false imprisonment, and negligence. And she's suing the producers of the show, Delirium TV and Kinetic Content, and the person that eventually became her fiance on the show, whose name is Thomas Smith. In addition to the assault, false imprisonment, and negligence claims, Tran alleges in her lawsuit that the cast of the show was provided several alcoholic beverages with limited food, which she says was designed to encourage the participants to engage in striking conversations and actions that would increase viewer ratings. Tran also alleges in the suit that when contestants were not in the pods, they were sequestered in hotel rooms where they couldn't have contact with family, friends, or other participants. So let's talk about the specific causes of action. In regards to the assault allegation, the suit says that on or around May 3rd, 2022, Thomas Smith, who for context was her fiance by this point, and they are out of the pods and in Mexico. So she's alleging Thomas Smith grabbed her himself without her consent and made contact with her without her consent and even over her objections. The lawsuit claims that since the production companies film everything, they surely have footage and were aware of these incidents occurring.
Man.
The suit also says that Tran reported
I don't know if they film everything
about Thomas Smith to the producers, and in return, they tried to mask it as, quote, a lack of attraction, and then further asked if maybe it was a communication issue. The lawsuit claims that both Kinetic and Delirium are responsible for Thomas Smith's actions because he was acting under their supervision and was technically their employee since they hired him for the show. Now, in regards to the false imprisonment allegations, that claim doesn't include Thomas Smith. It's more specific to the producers Delirium and Kinetic. And for this allegation, the suit claims that the producers used violence, threats, intoxicating substances, or other means that were intended to prevent the plaintiff, Tran, from exercising her right to come and go as she pleased. So
violence, what they
even
said.
though she had the right to come and go as she pleased, they did things.
I'm confused now. So when they're on the show, they're able to leave and come back?
No.
So, and I'm sure that was discussed.
Yeah, I think Tran didn't know what she was signing up for.
I don't think
on that end. Yeah, because once this came out, they made sure in the second, like how they was like no food and a lot of alcohol. Like in season 6, it started off with a whole table of food. It's like a table of charcuterie board. Because they like, you know what, don't play with us. We got food here. I don't think Tran knew exactly now. Now, once she got to Mexico with the man, I don't know if the man, that's why they said that they don't really do background checks and psych evals because they don't know who they be bringing. But I mean, I feel like if you was SA there, you should have called the police.
Yeah. I wonder, background checks is a must, but I wonder, do they do site evals like on Big Brother, on Survivor, when you're out there all day with these people? Like you have to, I don't think a site eval, like, do you really need that? And they're filming 24 hours, aren't they? Well, Big Brother, they do. On here,
I don't think for them they film in 24 hours. I think like if you're on a date, then you're filming. If not, you're chilling. If you don't have nobody to go on a date with.
So she must have said that she was SA after the pods when they lived in the apartment together.
No, she's saying she was SA'd on the honeymoon before they got to the apartment.
Okay. And oh my God. So but they film, well, I guess certain times they didn't film because they on the honeymoon together. They left.
Well, they saying they didn't leave. They saying that production made a scene just like this last season, how they was like, oh, well, we don't want to do it no more. We're not clicking. They made a scene for them to break up. So she's saying that they did the same thing. They made her do a scene saying she wasn't attracted to him.
But I'm saying before that, like when she was saying that she was SA.
She said in Mexico. So she's saying when they came out the pods, they go straight to Mexico. And she's saying on that honeymoon.
That's when everything happened.
That's when she's saying everything happened.
But do the production company be there on their honeymoon all day long?
Now, I don't know about all day long because some people be like, they did it on their honeymoon. They'll be like, you know, we were intimate. I know the people ain't in the corner. So,
they had their honeymoon before the wedding?
Yes. It's like a little get to know thing. I don't know if they call it the honeymoon, but they send them to an island for a couple days to get to know each other in person.
Okay.
And some of them be intimate right off the bat because they give you a room with a bed for y'all to share and everything. Now, some of the women, they be like, oh, I don't feel comfortable, you know, sleeping with you. I don't know you. But some women jump right on in bed. Let's do it. So I don't know what her case was. But maybe she wasn't feeling him and he was too aggressive. And she told production, and production said, we're going to shoot a scene that says you don't like them. And then they parted ways.
So did you watch season 5?
Yes, but they scrapped everything on them. There was no details of them at all. Like
how did they do that?
What do you mean? They threw all the scenes away with them.
So did he not get to talk to another female? So any other female that he talked to, like when you first come in,
No, I think everybody talks. I think everybody talks to people, but that don't mean you're gonna make the cut because they only end up picking half of the people to film.
so you're telling me not one scene did they mention a Tom?
Or
Like,
trend. I never heard of trending.
I mean, even when all the girls got together, a piece of her head wasn't shown. Like,
oh, she might have been in the intro. She might have been in the intro because at the beginning, they're going to show everybody. They're going to show all 12 people. If it's 12, 10, they all going to be in there together. But when they started shooting the dates, you won't see everybody. You'll see them in there and they be like, girl, how's your date? Yeah. But you'll never see them go on a date. Yeah.
they
So
weren't even in the kitchen area.
yeah.
You know how they be in the kitchen area talking? So, what's her name? Trandan? She wasn't in the kitchen
She's probably on episode 1. I'm going to go back and look. She probably on the first episode, but they scrapped everything else for her.
Oh my, I gotta go back and look now too. They probably won't let us pull up season 5. They probably won't even let it. Well, the girl had them behind the shadow, so she knew that was seen. That was part of the taping because the silhouette showed them.
Well, I think that's the original silhouette. That's the preview. We don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to go see season 5 now because I really want to see. I mean, I don't think I hopefully the production company did not stop. If she's telling them something is happening, it is their duty to stop the filming. Like, it had to be at least one person in the production company with some common sense to say no.
Mm-hmm.
In the whole production company.
And they probably, some people take, I don't know exactly, like she said, expose himself and stuff like that. You signed up and he may have thought like, I'm your fiance. Let me show you my package, what I'm working with, or I don't know. Like I said, it's just, it's a weird kind of situation you in to, like I said, they give you a room with one bed and they expect y'all to sleep together that night. It's weird. I don't know. And I don't know who Trendang picked. I don't know. Thomas, he sounds maybe Caucasian.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure I don't know. But I'm gonna look it up and see. Can I see who these two people are? And we'll come back to it.
Please. Now maybe I'll go watch season 5.
Season 5 was a good season too. This was more drama filled season 6, but season 5.
Maybe I got to get past it because, like, they
just make you mad in season 6. They be like, you be like, stop playing, like, go home.
Yeah. That's how I was folding up clothes on Saturday watching. I was like, what girl? I kept saying that to AD, girl. And then the couple with each other, dogs named after each other. Hey. Yeah, the couple with the dog's name. Like, he was like, what's your name? And she was like, I forgot, Jennifer.
Yeah, his dog died. You talking about Trevor. When he went into the pod, the dog had ovarian cancer or something.
And he died while he was out?
She died while he was gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I ain't making past that point. I'm going to go back. I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to go to episode. I'm on episode 3 now. I'm going to go to episode 3 now.
Oh, you ain't going to see it on there anyway. Trevor told us people that follow him.
Sad. That's not gonna be on there.
He made it a video. He was like, yeah, my dog that I was talking about on there, she was already sick when I left and she died while I was filming.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what I've been seeing all weekend about mortgages.
Yes, I sent you a whole bunch of TikToks because you are the guru. I need you to explain to me what is going on with these people mortgages.
Well, it's looking like that. Okay, so you remember when you bought your house, how much the land was?
The lot?
Yeah, the lot.
The lot price. Yes, the lot price was the most expensive things out of all my upgrades. My lot price was so high. My lot price was about $40,000.
Okay, so what happens is that these builders are selling the new construction on the assessed value of the land. So, like when you close, they be like, "Oh, your taxes for this year is in your closing and everything." Well, the taxes is on that $40,000 land. So then the next year, the assessor comes out and assesses your house at $500,000. Now the taxes have exceeded your escrow. So now your escrow is in the negative. So now the only option you have is to pay the negative in the escrow or take the difference in the payment.
So I closed March of 2022.
They had already assessed.
Okay. So they assessed.
So they come out and assess
every year.
Every year.
So they assessed for this year. My mortgage didn't go up. My mortgage went down. It's only like $2. But it was down. I'll take it. I'll take that $2 compared to all these people. Like $1,200. So did it mean they moved in the time frame? Did they move in like they moved in later in the year?
And it's supposed to be explained, like with their closing, that the house, the assessment is from the land. The land assessed. So like the man that you had sent me, I had already watched this video, and he said that the land was assessed at $79,000 when he bought it, and then the following year, the home was assessed at $390,000.
So my question is, okay, listen to me. It'll be 2 years, already 2 years. I closed 2 years in a couple of weeks. Next year, is mine going to go up, or am I past the threshold?
No, it won't go up like theirs is, but it can go up if the property taxes go up.
No, but see, last year mine went up. It went up by $20 last year. Am I going to go up like $1,800 like everybody else? Am I past the threshold?
Oh yeah, you passed that. It may just go up to 20 or 30.
I'll take the 20.
Yours was assessed correctly at the beginning. It's the beginning assessment that they're shockingly having a problem with.
Okay, because if mine go up $1,000, $1,800, I know.
I wouldn't even know what to do. I'll leave the house.
You might as well. My house would then be that will be almost $1 million home. Like if you go up that much, like how much would these people? Well, I saw one girl. She was like her mortgage was $1,800, and then she went up $1,000 to that's $2,800. How much was that mortgage originally? Like when you bought it originally?
Didn't she say it was $1,800?
But no, I'm saying how much was the value of that house originally?
That's what I'm saying. It only be doing that to new construction. So it was the land. The value was the land.
Also, it had nothing to do with how did they get away with that? Like that? Why is that not in the contract?
Because they making your mortgage based on the house value, whatever they selling it for. But they are not calculating in what your taxes will be the next year. So
that's in the breakdown. Or that's not in everybody breakdown.
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a discussion.
But why all these people are like, it's not just one person, it is several people. Like, I just don't know. Like, how did it miss those group of people?
I think when you don't know about buying a house, that stuff that they say may go over your head. Like, when I bought a house, I did not know that it would go up every year. I didn't know that if homeowners insurance go up or property taxes go up, that it will go up. And it started going up every year. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, they don't tell you that.
Yeah, they don't tell you that. So I think that they probably do explain like, oh, it was assessed at $40,000 for your land and this, and this. And then the next year, it's a whole nother assessment. Yeah, like the man said, he said that we done went all the way to 3,000. He like, then I call and say, can I sell the house? And they say, well, you ain't got no equity.
Mm-mm. Now that's one thing. My equity changed in my house a lot, and we'll discuss.
But you
that.
bought it in a time where stuff was going up.
Okay, and stuff done went down.
Yeah, I mean, and it just went down slightly. It just slightly fluctuated, but you bought at a time where the value was going up. I mean, it's people that have bought houses and it only increased a little bit. Like if you're in the country or something, but you know, because you're in a city area, the value is going to be there.
Well, I would say kudos to my mortgage lender, and that is Rocket Mortgage, because they breaks it down. Like it is step by step, line by line on your dashboard, broke down. They breaks it down. And when I first bought the house, in a year past, and they assessed, I got a return back from them. Like it was more money in my escrow than needed to be. A large return from them. Even though my mortgage went up the next year, it went up $20, but I got a large return. And this year I got a return too, but not as much. And then my mortgage went down. So kudos to them. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I just tell people that I mean, I seen another girl, she was like, you know, it's better to rent. She hate that she bought a house because
but rent goes up too.
Yeah, because rent, but she said you don't have to fix nothing.
Yeah, I do those things too. But if she got a new construction, a lot of her stuff can get fixed within the first couple of years. A lot of your stuff can, like a leak or something like that.
Well, I'll tell you this, I'm always get stuff fixed. Because when something break, I call the warranty people and start a warranty.
Yeah, you get a warranty, people. That's why the warranties are out there. Get a warranty.
Hey, that's $35. Get you a new refrigerator.
Exactly.
I mean,
wash and dryer is a wash and dryer.
Yes.
See, yeah. Get a warranty, people. Get a warranty to get things fixed. What else I was gonna say about that? The mortgage thing. I think I don't know. I don't regret buying. I don't. Not yet. I don't regret buying yet. Not yet. Huh?
You won't regret it?
No, I don't regret buying it not now. Because
I don't regret buying because I'm sitting right now in this rental. And let me get my calculator out. It's still here because I just was calculating today. This is the total amount that I have paid this rental company for this house for 2 years. Y'all see that?
That's not bad though. That's not bad. That's total for 2 years.
Yes.
That's what I pay for 1 year in my mortgage, but it doesn't go towards my mortgage.
You paid $54,000 in your mortgage?
40 or close to 50. 40, okay. Close to 50.
If I divide this in 12, this is $45.30 a month.
No, I said 40, close to 50. But it don't go towards your mortgage. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what I'm saying is that $54,000, none of this went towards my mortgage. None of this.
Yeah.
So this was not beneficial to me in any way because they came and fixed what they fixed, the sink.
I think you just had a bad rental people.
No, I just don't need to rent.
Yeah.
I can put this $54,000 into my home that I own. that has 200 in equity. So that's where my money needs to go. Not
But
to them.
at that time, you had to do what was best for the family and relocate to move into a big space.
But this is actually not a bigger space. It is actually the same square footage. But the idea was to be closer to where I wanted to build. But that didn't work out.
I thought it was bigger though. In the basement.
But the basement not finished.
You utilize it.
No, I don't. I don't go down. I don't go in the basement. Well, this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 26, 2,500 square feet or something like that. And my house is 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2,468 square feet. So, it's like the same, basically. Except for this is a ranch. That's what I liked about this. This is a ranch, no steps. I love no steps.
You didn't want the steps. Well,
I want a ranch, but maybe in my future I can get a ranch. But I say, if you think about renting or owning, you just have to weigh your options. For me, renting is not my thing. I realize that I don't like inspections. I don't like limitations, like, oh, you can only have one dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that it's due on the 1st. Because for people that have mortgages, their mortgage is not late to the 15th.
15.
So,
and if you pay after the 15th, you ain't got no $200 late fee. It's only
probably like $40.
Yeah.
So those are some of the pros and cons for me. Those were the cons on renting. Now, if you're somebody that it's just you by yourself, I still would like when it was just me and my son. Now I have a bigger family, but when it was just me and my son, I had looked at townhomes. But then I just felt I didn't want to be next to somebody. I didn't want to share a wall. But I feel like it was a good investment that I made 9 years ago. It has a good amount of equity, and I could pass it down to my children if I choose to, or I could sell it and build my ranch that I want. You still up?
Yeah.
Do you go to bed?
Yeah. Do you go to bed?
I'm just wondering. He come out here like he about to go to work.
It's 9 o'clock to bed.
Yeah. So I hope all them people get that figured out, because like you said, but I think a lot of builders are just looking to get rid of these houses, so they're probably not telling people everything they need to know and put them in there, and these people is like, what just happened? Like I said, I seen the girl. She was like, she wasn't aware of anything going up. In the way she had structured it, she could barely afford the mortgage that it was, and she said now that it went up, she don't know what she's gonna do. So, I don't know. They need to be looking at the paperwork and asking somebody else to look over it, because ain't nobody got time, especially all that down payment you done gave them.
What about your I guess your real estate agent don't look at stuff like that?
I mean, they look at. I mean, if somebody asked me to look at their paperwork, I would look it over. But do you want me to explain it to you?
Mm-hmm. What about your broker?
But the mortgage person is supposed to look. Your loan officer is supposed to go over that stuff with you. Like, your agent don't really know the details to your loan other than you pre-approved. That's the only thing we responsible to know, is that you can get this. But as far as the breakdown and percentages and what you need to bring to the closing table, like, none of that comes to us. So your agent wouldn't really be too fluent on what you got going on with your closing. You would need to speak to your loan officer and get a good understanding. Like you said, Rocket Mortgage went over everything. That person was your loan officer, and they went step by step. This is what you're going to need to bring to closing. This is what you need not do. you can't do this till then, and you know they're gonna go over all that.
Yeah,
we just gonna show the house. I said we just gonna show the house.
Shoot, my agent didn't even show the house.
I was gonna say, yeah, you didn't see your agent till closing, right?
I didn't know who she was until I didn't meet her until the open house. I didn't physically meet her, see who she was until the open house. I talked to her on the phone several times, but I didn't physically meet her until the open house. That's the only time I have met her. I've talked to her on the phone several times, but I didn't meet her until to the closing. I mean, until the housewoman, not even the closing. She didn't even come to closing. Her boss came to closing. What's wrong?
Her boss came to closing?
Her boss came to closing because I cussed and fussed for her not doing her job, not being on top of things. You know, it was a battle. Yeah, only thing that agent did for me was recommend me to Rocket Mortgage.
Okay, so
Rocket Mortgage gave me I think it was like $20,000 towards closing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the only thing it was a recommendation. It had to be a referral to get the amount that they gave me towards closing.
So who did she come from?
She came from Navy Federal.
Oh, she was a Navy Federal agent.
Remember, Navy Federal, if you went with their agents, they were giving you money because you went with their agents. And so, we had already found this house. I just need an agent. I thought you was going to be the agent, but you was like, I don't get no money because it was a new construction. You was like, we don't get no money. It's a new construction. So I went and got the Navy Federal agent because I was going to get money towards in my pocket if we use one of their agents. Went and found her. Worst mistake ever.
Oh, you found her. They sent it to you.
They sent it to me. They send you people. They send you people, and she wasn't the first one. She was the second one. I got a man. He never called me. I called Navy Federal and said, look,
he probably called because he probably thought they ain't giving them nothing, but she ended up getting $8,000, right?
She got almost $9,000. I think she got more than that because you said it was 3. I thought it was 3% on that paperwork, but you said it's 60%, 6%.
Well, 3 goes to the brokerage and 3 go to her.
Oh, well, that's what she got. 3%. She got 3% of the value of the house. She got 3% of that. So, and she didn't do nothing. She did call and about my lot because lots was going fast. Because I bought during the time people was eating up everything. People was buying everything. I bought around that time. I wanted a certain lot. She did call to get the lots. It was this estate and another estate that I wanted that was over my budget. But she called to try to get it talked down.
But that's why I say that you bought at a good time because that's why you have equity. But if somebody come buy your exact same house right now, they're not going to have no equity.
They selling these houses over here ridiculous. The price of these houses right now, and they don't even have the lot size that I have.
So that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't have no equity. If I came over there and bought the same house as you, my house I would owe what it's worth.
Yeah, and people are still buying them.
Oh yeah, because they trying to find somewhere to live.
They're still buying them, and I was like, oh my god. I came over. I was 100. We started at one price and we ended up at another. Remember?
Over
$100,000 over what I wanted, what I was supposed to get.
So imagine them people, they $200,000 over what it was then.
You can't afford to buy a house now, and then you can't afford rent. What do you do? Live in a box?
That's why they keep the prices up because it's kind of like the same. I go get a house, it's gonna be $2,000 and something. You might as well go to this house and pay $2,000 and something.
That's one of the things we should have talked about. We should have talked about a State of the Union and Joe talking about good things that happen with the economy, and I'm like,
What
What
happened?
is he talking about? Unemployment rate is down, but there's so many people unemployed right now.
Right.
How is the rate down?
He don't know. He old. I don't know who he's voting for.
I don't either.
I'm just gonna let y'all vote this round because I
No,
just don't know what. You said vote for Biden.
No, I said you got to vote for somebody.
Oh,
You go write your name down.
Right now, I don't know who, and I don't know where our future lies because I don't know when these old folks die who we gonna vote for. Like I don't know.
I don't even know. Well, we have to talk about that though. We'll talk about the candidacies, but the candidates. But yeah, he did a State of the Union and the stuff that he was. I'm like, what? But he is giving an incentive for people who are buying homes. He is suggesting, okay. He is proposing an incentive for people who are purchasing homes.
I feel like he's been proposing that.
Yep, that's what the lady said. The TikTok I sent you. She said it, but now it's another proposal that he said too. It's another one. He don't
remember that he said it last time because he's 70-something years old. He don't remember, and Trump is gonna trick them into getting the presidency because they asked Camilla. Is that her name, Camilla? Kamala. Is it Kamala or Camilla?
Kamala. That's how Donald Trump said it.
What does she say her name is?
I don't know. Kamala Harris. Kamala.
Yeah, Camilla. Her name is Camilla. Kill me. We're gonna call her Cam. Okay, so they asked Cam, would she pass something for the African American people?
Yep. I saw that TikTok.
She wouldn't just pass something for them. And she let Trump come right on behind her and say, yeah, something's gonna be called the platinum something. They gonna let him trick the presidency because he know that.
He know how to play us.
He know how to play the keys correctly. He know that people want to hear that they're gonna get something, that he's gonna do something for them. And then you sitting up there with Joe, like, I ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. And it's gonna backfire.
Yeah. But see, that's how the Democrats play all the time. They do that all the time. The Democrats play like that all the time. They play it safe. And Donald Trump will say anything. He'll say anything because he just don't give a damn. He has no filter. He'll say anything. So he will say, oh, yeah, we're going to do something for Black people. I do stuff for Black people all the time. We're going to do this. We're going to name this. We're going to do this. We're going to design a shoe to get more voters, Black people to vote. But the things that he is saying is playing against our intelligence, and we're falling for it. That's the problem. We're falling for it.
I just say y'all get y'all passports ready because y'all might need to move out of the country.
We ain't going nowhere. We're going to sit here and work. We're going to sit here and complain about it. We're not going to do anything about it. We're going to complain about it. Whoever wins, even if Trump wins, we're just going to complain for them 4 years when he won the last time. What we do? Complain for them 4 years. COVID came and we found the way out of it. But Biden messed up so bad, we want to get back. But see, they only remember the last year what he did. They only remember the last year. They don't remember the other 3 years when Trump was in office. They only remember the last year of what happened. What happened? People was getting money out the ass.
Mm-hmm.
They was getting money out the ass. But why were you getting money out the ass, people? Because we was unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of a pandemic. That's all they see. They see that our bank accounts is on zero right now. I think Biden is really messing up. Now he's trying to take away the gig workers. The DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to take that away. That's how people make their side money.
Why is he trying to take it away?
I don't know. I'll go back into it. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
They take away TikTok. They trying to take
Oh,
away.
he already said if they pass it, he's signing it.
Yep. So y'all better listen up. And here's the thing. Here you have to call your Congress people. Oh, they sent me TikTok sent me a message and sent me the number of the people to call. I called Mr. David or Michael, whatever his name was. I called him and said, vote no. But do you think he listened? He did not. Because I'm in the south of Georgia and they wants to ban TikTok. But all those people who was getting that money on the 15th, if you're not calling your representative, they're going to ban TikTok. They're going to do it.
So
get on board.
Call your representative.
Call them and tell them to vote no. Because if not, that's more money that you don't have to pay this mortgage that's going up. That's going up.
That's right.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my family. Until we meet again,
make sure you subscribe, like, and share.
And don't forget to hit the notification button. We're trying to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of what's this month? April. Okay. 5,000 subscribers. Yes, the end of April. Let's see what we can do.
Right.
You have to subscribe. Peace.